John, the city of Sioux City continues its search for its next city manager after the candidate that the council offered the job to declined their offer. This, of course, coming in the wake of Bob Padmore's retirement. The search for a permanent replacement, that's now been put off until the spring after the budget process. So theoretically, if you're elected to the city council, you will have a vote on who the next city manager is. What qualities do you want that candidate to have? And should that person already be working for the city of Sioux City?
Right. Well, first of all, I'd like to give kudos to the current council for putting that off and getting Mike Collette to sign on into the end, because I think that's important. It kind of gives the people an opportunity by selecting their candidate to have an input on who's going to be the next city manager. The things that are most important to me, the city manager is basically the CEO of Sioux City. Right. He is accountable to the council, which is accountable to the citizens. So to be a good CEO, you need good leadership. He needs to have good leadership within the departments, and I think that's probably the most important thing. The second part, and it makes a good leader, is to be a good listener. So he needs to listen to what's going on in City Hall, listen to his department heads, and just as important, or maybe more important, listen to the citizens and the business community of Sioux City to make sure he's doing a good job and addressing the concerns that need to happen.
Is the search for the next city manager the most pressing issue for the city? And if not, what do you think the city's biggest challenge is at this point?
So I don't think it's the most pressing issue right now. I think that the most pressing issue right now is probably property taxes. Our property taxes are very high. And that's kind of a twofold piece. We really need to have better fiscal responsibility, making sure we're spending money appropriately, making sure that the dollars are going very transparently and we're budgeting accordingly for what our budget is. And the second part of that is growth. If we're spending more than we need to build a bigger pie. And so we need to foster growth. And that's one of the reasons I'm running, is to bring a pro-growth mindset to the Sioux City Council, so we can grow that pie to take a little bit of the burden of property taxes off.
Trying to take care of that accountability factor as it comes to the city's spending practices. Have you thought about where you would start, be it departments or maybe even down to specific positions within the city?
Well, I think it's all on the table. My background is in finance. So, looking at budgets and managing money, that's what I do every day. So I think we take a holistic approach in looking at the budget, and not specifically down to departments or specific people, but, where can we make the city more efficient? Where can we spend tax dollars a little bit better? You
talked about growth. That's a great idea, but how do you incentivize growth within the city or get people to move to Sioux City to create that growth?
Right. I think it comes back to having the pro-growth mindset in City Hall, to have City Hall be a partner in development and growth and not a roadblock. How do we cut the red tape for people that want to add onto their garage, or people that want to bring and build businesses here? How do we make the city have a customer first, which is the taxpayer mindset, saying, you want to do something here in Sioux City? Great. How can we help you?
Last question, and probably the most important one. Why are you the best candidate for Sioux City City Council, John?
So I think I'm the best candidate because of my diverse background. I mentioned I'm a financial advisor, so digging into the city budget is second nature to me, because I'm used to dealing with money all the time. I'm also really interested in public service. For the past years, I've been a reserve deputy for the Woodbury County Sheriff's Office. And lastly, I would say that I'm really a pro-growth guy, and I've been advocating for Sioux City and growth with the Siouxland Chamber of Commerce Government Relations Committee. So it's really steeped me in all the issues that are affecting us both on the local, state, and federal level. And I think that that helps me manage the government if I would be elected, knowing those issues very deeply. And lastly, I love Sioux City. Sioux City is a great place. Born and raised here. I raised my family here. And my only goal to being elected to the City Council would be to make Sioux City better for my family and everybody else who calls Sioux City home.
John Beste, candidate for City Council. John, best of luck on the campaign trail.
Appreciate the time.
Thank you.